Hi there, Paul.
Hi, JJ.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Could be better, could be worse. Could be better, could be worse. So, first of all, who are you?
My name is Paul Tchaikovsky, and I am a managed OpenShift black belt at Red Hat. And who are you?
Hi, my name is JJ Asgard, and I'm a developer advocate for the IBM Cloud. So, what do we do on these Thursday streams, Paul?
We usually attempt to try some interesting Kubernetes and/or OpenShift and/or cloud native type activities,
Mm-hmm.
and we usually fail hard because we're both pretty terrible at our jobs.
Yep.
But last week we actually succeeded because we ran through a very rudimentary GitOps,
Mm-hmm.
a scenario tutorial. And so I thought, JJ, we should maybe, since we succeeded with that last week, maybe we should try again this week and maybe do something a little bit more complex. And I think we have a guide here that was written by one of my colleagues, Natalie, and it uses both GitOps and pipelines, or effectively ArgoCD and Tekton.
Yep, that's about right. Yeah, there's enough here to kind of just jump right in. I think that's enough preamble, I guess. So I'll go ahead and just spin over to my screen real quick. There we go. Oops, this is the one I wanted. Let's see here. If I could get someone who's watching just to give me a +1 or something like that in the screen to make sure that it looks good. I want to make sure because we did play around with some stuff earlier. It'd be nice to know that this is good. Awesome. Thank you, Lost Algorithm. Appreciate that. Okay. So, and if you notice also, I put the link in the chat. So if you want to follow along at home, you're more than welcome to. It is on GitHub, which makes life significantly easier. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so we can all read it. So we have our OpenShift cluster here.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-huh.
I think I just noticed in that doc he says something about code-ready namespaces, code-ready
Yep.
workspaces. I may need to tell the cluster to set that up.
Oh no, I think we
So
actually
what?
we do that as one of the steps, I believe. I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, see, we actually install the operator to do it. Is the cluster big enough to run it?
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay.
If not, I'll make it bigger.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So we have a cluster here on AWS. This is the Rosa cluster. Is that what the cool kids call it?
Yeah, a Rosa cluster, which is Red Hat OpenShift on AWS.
All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to follow the instructions. One of the first steps is after we have all this, we have a OpenShift cluster put together. It looks like we need to create two Quay repositories. So, Paul, what is Quay?
Quay is a container registry that is managed by Red Hat. And then you can also get a Quay of your own if you want to have your own sort of centralized enterprise grade container registry. And it does all the usual things that you'd expect, like authentication back to your Active Directory or old app. It does image scanning for vulnerabilities and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but you can do the basically effectively, Docker push, Docker pull type things to pull and push containers to it.
But by the way, Paul, you're falling off the screen right now. I'm fixing that.
Oh, no, it's me just leaning because
Leaning,
that's what I do.
leaning like a homie.
I was leaning in.
There you go, leaning in. I like it. Okay, I think that fixed it. Lost Algorithm, if you don't mind just taking a quick look, make sure that looks okay. Thank you for catching that. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and use the awesome namespace here. We're going to need to create a vote API latest and a vote UI latest. Have I added you to this one, Paul?
No.
No, I've not. Let's get you on here.
No, I don't worry about it.
You don't care. Okay.
I mean, we don't need it for this, so let's not distract ourselves.
It says right here we do.
Because no, we don't need me to have access to it.
Okay.
And I feel like if we do that, something will go wrong and we'll spend an hour trying to give me access to something that I don't need access to.
You don't want to be part of the awesome team?
I mean, I would love to be part of the awesome team. I just don't want to distract our wonderful viewers by taking them down some weird tangent.
That's the reason why people watch our streams, is because we go on weird tangents for forever. Right?
I just thought it was because like you can't look away from a train wreck.
Hey, there you go. That's acceptable too. That's an acceptable answer. Let's see here. Okay. And this demo requires OpenShift 4.7. So, Paul, how do I confirm that this is the right version? Oh, right here. OpenShift version of 4.7.16. Right. Where'd it go? Right there. All right.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Next thing we need to do, or I've already done it, is create two public repositories, one called Vote UI and then the Vote API, which we come back over here into our repositories and go to awesome. We have our Vote UI and Vote API.
And they're both public?
They are both public.
Fantastic.
We need to generate an encrypted password. So let's go to account settings. Account settings. Generate an encrypted password.
As opposed to an unencrypted password?
Also, is this a Docker CLI? Because that's the password for me to get into the actual account, right? Or is this...
Yeah, so I think this is creating a machine user that you can pass to OpenShift to do builds on your behalf.
Yeah, that's under something else, I think. Is it under like robot accounts?
I don't know.
Accounts. Account settings. Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Well, why don't you just do what he's telling us to do? I mean,
Okay.
literally nothing can go wrong.
Yeah. Okay. There. Copy. That is a very long password.
That's a good thing.
Yes. And okay. Log into the OpenShift. Okay, so we need to install the operator now. So we'll come over here and we'll go down to operators, operator hub, pipeline, pipeline. There we go. Paul, have you actually done this one yet? This whole
I have. As in, like today?
Or yeah, like so you've seen all this before, yes?
Yeah, I've done a operator hub install thing before.
Okay. Looks like we want the stable version.
In fact, I've done it with you like a bunch of times.
That is
we
true.
Did it just we did it last week just to install the GitHub operator.
That is right. That is right. All right, so install.
And then don't worry about waiting for it to finish. We can go ahead and do the next one. So you just click on Operator Hub again.
Okay. And then
GitHops.
Yep, GitHops. There we go. And install. And is there anything else we're missing here?
Now it looks like we're installing 1.1.2. So that's slightly newer than the version we were using last time.
Yes. I'm assuming we take all the same stable version.
I assume so. Yeah, he's not telling us to do anything weird. While that's running, click on Installed Operators. And that'll show us if the other one's finished.
I like that last algorithm. GitHubs automatically adds latency to your CI so you can go get a coffee. I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
I just thought it was like a beer thing.
Yeah, there you go. That really slows your CI down.
Right?
Right? There you go. All right, so you were saying drop down over here?
No. On the left, operators, there's an installed operators. And you can kind of see what all is on there.
Oh, it's already installed, the Code Ready Workspace.
Yeah, I hit the button.
Oh, boo. Boo.
I wasn't sure if inside the cluster you need to have special privileges to install it, because I don't think Code Ready Spaces comes default with OpenShift. But I knew for a fact I could install it from the cloud.redhat.com side of things. So I thought I would just go ahead and do that and save us a surprise. But it looks like Pipelines is there. It looks like GitOps is there. It looks like Workspaces is there. So I think we're ready.
Oh, we got a question, Paul. Can you group or annotate installed operators, or does it just become a mess over time in a real cluster?
I think it just becomes a mess over time in a real cluster.
That's disappointing.
I would think that there would be some way to do some filtering. I guess you can do search by name, so that would give you some filtering. But yeah, it's not ideal, especially because OpenShift is all about the operators. So you end up I think you start with like 6 million operators before you even install one of your own.
Lost Algorithm follows up with, okay, was just wondering how you know why you installed those operators in the first place. That's a good point. You have like no way of like putting notes on it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you could add annotations to the operators. So they're installed as you're installing them. They're installed by using, I think it's a subscription resource, and you could probably add annotations to that, or labels, and put like random garbage down to tell you what or why you did it. But that's certainly not something that happens by default. It would be nice when you were doing it to be able to put down like a reason or a description or something. And that way you'd be able to look at it.
All right. So we now need to log into the ArgoCD dashboard. We're not going to be able to because I haven't gotten the password yet.
Right. Do you want to see my little secret?
In 2 seconds.
Well, you won't have to do this if I show you my little secret.
Oh, sure. How are you doing?
Give me 1 second. I need to find it. Uh-oh.
It's so secret you've even forgotten how to do it?
Right? I just can't remember if it's in GitHub or GitLab or Potato. Cluster customizations, GitOps, install and configure. I think I can give you this. I'll just throw it in Slack. So you can either do the get secret and get the admin secret, or what I just gave you should allow you to, it should secure the endpoint and it should let you use your words, Paul, the OpenShift auth versus admin auth.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, actually, I can run them from here.
Yes, you can.
Let me open that up. It's working. So we're going to patch ArgoCD resource and tell it to use OpenShift auth and set a few bits and bobs.
It's thinking about it.
It is thinking about it.
Still thinking about it.
Why is it taking so long? I can't even do a get namespace.
I did just log in a second ago.
Still.
Do I not have enough permissions or something?
Well, it looks like you can't access it.
I'm trying to log in again.
Yeah, timeout. Get NS.
That's the same one. There you go.
Logged in. OC get NS.
Denied.
Okay, get NS.
Oh, maybe it's the version of OC we have on there. It doesn't like it. Yeah.
This is a very old version of OC.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like super old. This is like years old. JJ, you disappoint me.
Dude, I don't want to ever update anything on this box.
So under the question mark, there should be command line tools. Wow, OpenShift 3.11. Surprised it could even log in.
And for y'all at home, if you haven't noticed, it is actually pulling directly from the same version or this machine or this cluster, because you need to actually have the best supported way is the OC version from the cluster you're pulling from, as we've discovered.
Dude, what's up with your network speed?
I don't know, man.
Wow. What are we going to talk about for 4 minutes while it downloads?
I have no idea.
Dang.
What is that ain't right, man. That ain't right.
All right. Well, while that's happening, let's create a new thing, because really, I can do this. Kubectl patch.
True, lost algorithm. We should have stopped that Bitcoin miner on the AWS cluster. Knew we forgot something.
What is going on here? Okay, that time it worked. And then we can do kubectl patch. And so here we're updating the basically the route / ingress to tell it to use the clusters TLS. And then the last thing we're doing here is patching it to tell it to not to not disable Dex. And so now if you flip back to your console and just close ArgoCD and then reopen it.
Nice. Nice. No. Oops.
All right.
Nope. Didn't work.
Oh. Well, at least the SSL worked. Click on the. Interesting. Click on the username.
Try again.
Yeah, it should have redirected to the OpenShift login page. Oh God.
Client connection is closing.
Oh, I wonder if it's restarting the pods. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea.
Oh, hold on. I think you're right because things just stuff showed up though that time.
There you go. Look at that top. Look at the top. Log in via OpenShift. On the right.
Oh, yep. Yes. Let me in. Hey, there we go.
Phew.
That was almost a disaster.
Almost a disaster. Now, while that was happening, we finished XBF OC tar, then which OC, install OC to OC version. I don't know. There's still something going on with your machine, man. There we go. Client version, server version are now roughly the same.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's better. All right, so where are we at in the doc?
I am creating a code-ready workspace now.
So those patches we ran, I actually have them pushed up to the operator. And so in the next release or two of the operator, we should actually no longer have to run those patches.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go ahead and create this now. Don't need to change any of these things. Great. So according to Natalie, this can take more than 5 minutes, so let's continue on. We need to set up the Vote CI project. So KDR CD stream 210624. $1. All right, so OC. Is that the one you want? You didn't put it in path, right?
No, I put it in path.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't trust me.
Nope.
I literally just ran all these commands.
Okay, good. Just checking. Let's see. New project. Vote CI. All right.
And it looks like this next command is where you're going to use that Quay secret.
Yep.
Right. So Docker username is JJSgar, right? And then password is whatever you set.
That's right.
Do you need to hide it while you run
Yeah,
it, while you
probably
paste
should.
it? We don't want those filthy viewers stealing your passwords.
And this password is
Although
insane.
that password is so long and insane, if someone manages to like copy and paste it out, they deserve to hack your systems.
Agreed. Uh, coders
Oh,
for.
our sound is low.
Yeah, how about now? Is this better? Can you hear me? Give me a
Was I
plus
just?
one. Yeah.
I was probably just leaning back way away from my microphone like a chump.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we need to secret link to this. Like that. Okay. You have difficulty hearing the guy with the white beard. I'm assuming that's me.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Is this better? If I'm like right up on the mic. Otherwise, I can play with the levels a little bit. I'm sorry, I hit the button. Didn't mean to.
This guy. Am I right?
How about now? Is it better this way? Okay.
Doesn't sound any different to me. I can't even see your chin.
I
I can't even see your first chin, let alone the other three.
Okay, so that's all the way up now. If not, I need to play with some more things. Hang on. How about now? Is that better? Let's see. How about this? Hopefully this will work. Maybe.
All right, he says that's better.
Okay. All right. Okay. Making a mess over here. Put that back. Okay, here we go. So I went ahead and linked the secret. Just as we said here, we need to fork these repos now. So what we'll do is go ahead and click on this to fork. Where's the fork button? Fork. And fork. Nope.
We should probably have a create a streaming repo or group and start doing stuff into there.
Yeah, we probably should.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we're probably making a mess of your
GitHub
account.
Yeah, I have so many. I need to go. Oh, the link's busted. Goes to the wrong place.
Wait, where's it go?
This one, they both go to the Vote API. Not the back end. Yeah. Natale, if you're watching this, shame on you, sir. I'm kidding.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm kidding, Natale. You're awesome. Let's see here. Where was it?
Well, there's Vote API and Vote UI. It was the second two.
Was it? This one?
Yeah.
UI. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we now have the pipelines API and the paints UI. So let's go ahead and clone these down. Copy. Git clone. And this one. Copy. Git clone. There we go. And first thing first, we need to go into Vote API, pipelines, Vote API. And you want to take a quick look at this just to kind of, for sanity's sake?
Let's do it.
All right, so let's take a look at the pipeline CI. That's probably the one that's going to be the most interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the parameter, should we change that to ours? We just did?
That is a good question. We probably should. That's the default. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
probably a spot where we'll set it in the actual pipeline run.
Good point. Very good point. Yeah. We do this all over in here. Oh, there we go. See, yep.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes.
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 Let's see here. So yeah, if you don't know, the difference between a pipeline and a pipeline run, even though it sounds obvious, it does take a little bit to get your head wrapped around it. The pipeline is the declaration of what the pipeline is, and then when we do a pipeline run, it takes the declaration of the pipeline and then tacks on all the different options onto it and runs that pipeline. It's a little, if you come from the Jenkins world, it's a little confusing. Because there's all these different pipeline runs. There's tasks, and then you can have something on top of tasks too. So it takes a little bit to understand where all the different shells are in the shell game. But as soon as you do it, it starts to make a lot more sense. And we're not going to go into too much detail about that.
Yeah. So I think you have jobs, and jobs are wrapped up inside of tasks, and then tasks are joined together as pipelines.
Isn't it the other way around? I thought.
Nope.
I thought tasks were the smallest thing. Okay. All right. So we're in here. So let's go ahead and copy that. And we should see some happiness. There we go. This is a PVC, so I'm assuming the OC get PVC. That should be relatively quick, right?
Yeah. Are we in a namespace?
It didn't tell me to do anything with namespace. I'm assuming. We can take a look here. Probably put it into a specific namespace, right?
Well, you could just do a get on it, and it gave you a. Yeah, it's using whatever namespace. So it's probably using the default, assuming you're in the default namespace. Just do a k-n default space.
Get PVC-n default. Nope. Are we in the vote
What
CI?
namespace? What namespace are you in?
Votes yeah. Okay, that's right.
Okay, so you're in the vote CI.
Yeah. I had to create.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, when you do OC create namespace, create project, it automatically puts you in that.
Yep.
And that's why. Yeah. Okay. I had forgotten that little nugget.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you should just go ahead and paste the rest of those commands, I think.
Okay. Well, I was going to wait for the PVC to come up.
Well, the PVC won't come up until there's something for it to attach to.
Oh, I guess it's true. All right. And there we go. Okay. And then we need to go into the vote UI. Pipelines, vote UI. And then, do we trust this? We're just going to YOLO it.
You just hit the copy button on the right.
So used to not having it there.
Right.
All right. Okay.
So I believe this is the pipeline that is going to basically build and push the images to Quay.
Yes. That sounds right. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, and the goal is to show blah, blah, blah. Cool. So now we want to go to pipelines.
Make this a little bit easier to read. And we're going to go into pipelines here, and then we're going to go into pipelines. And we are in the
change the project.
Workspace. Or project. Yeah. Vote CI. Here we go.
And are you logged in as the admin user or the developer user?
Admin.
Yeah, I think you should be in as the developer.
Skip tour. Oh, looks like we got some stuff here, which is always good. And pipelines. We have not had it actually run yet. We need to start the pipeline manually. From the left side, developer, go to pipelines. Click the pipeline API pipeline. In the Git repo, use your...
Well, I think it's saying you got actions and restart. Yep.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to that to JJ Asgar.
Hey, you spelled your name right.
I know, right? This is pretty good. We'll do awesome there. Select the PVC. All the other settings are default.
And then under Workspace, you need to select the PVC.
PVC. API PVC.
Yep.
And then click Start. Okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Hey, that's a weird looking logo.
Something has gone wrong there. What the animate? Jesus. Anyways,
yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and do the other one so we're not waiting on them in serial.
All right. So we'll go to pipelines, and it is running there.
There was an attempt.
Start.
Whoever that was, they did their best. That's what happens when you ask a programmer to make an animation.
That is true. That is true.
A Linux programmer at that.
PVC. And this is the
UI.
Anything else stand out at you? Nope.
Start.
Yep, still that.
There she goes. Look at it. Dude, I could watch that for hours.
Well, we have it on video now, so we can poke people about it.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Yeah,
I was watching that.
I'm sorry. We're still running here, which looks okay.
All right. It looks like there's one task for API is finished and the second is running. So if you click on the Vote API, you should be able to get to like a click on there it is again. Click on task runs. Click on logs. There we go.
Things are happening. Oh, Builder.
Exciting.
There we go. Things are truly happening.
We're doing it. So I actually have a cron job, a Kubernetes cron job I created to clean up Rosa clusters every night. And I've been thinking I need to set it up to do pipeline builds and GitOps. And I feel like I can probably follow this tutorial and it will get me through most of what I need to know.
Yeah. I mean, it really does seem like Natalia walked through pretty much everything so far, at least.
Yeah. You know, if I wasn't such a jerk, I would have actually told him we were doing this in case he wanted to watch us and make snarky comments in.
Oh, it's like 10 o'clock at night at his house
chat.
right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what we'll tell him. We'll tell him we didn't want to disturb him because it was late.
Yeah, there you go.
It's probably fine.
Turns out he pops up in chat right now. Hey guys! Oh, come on, Natalia. No, he didn't actually though. It would have been fun if you had. All right, so we're still running here. Well, if you didn't know, for our audience, Builda is it builds containers for you, and it doesn't require root access, which is kind of the neat part of it. If you use Docker build, you need privileged access to be able to build containers to the actual sockets, where Builda actually forces you to do better practices with not having access to privileged users. So if you're ever looking for a way to build containers, build is well worth looking into your pipelines. All right, and this has succeeded now too. So we are green across the board.
Yay! Green! All the greens.
So
what's next?
Hold on. So
Uh-oh.
let me just show you build. Oh, I've forgotten how to spell it. Oh crap!
Build a bear.
I completely I just completely went brain dead on how to spell it. There we go. Copy. There we go. So it's builder.io. Yep, perfect. Thank you, also algorithm. So yeah, this is great. The tutorial right here is real straightforward, which is nice. If you've ever met Redhead Dan, it's a joke off of him because he's from Boston and he has a nice strong Boston accent. Yeah, Boston accent.
Does he eat lobster?
Yeah, I think he does. But seriously, if you have an opportunity to go through this tutorial, it really does open up your eyes to how you can build containers without needing privileged access. And then all of a sudden, you start understanding why breaking up the application or the Docker application into Builda, Scopio, and Podman make a lot more sense. It goes back to the old adage that applications should do one thing and one thing really well, the Unix philosophy. And Builda is one of those steps to try to get us to do that in the containerized world, which is pretty damn cool. All right, where are we? So we got successes on our pipelines, and we are now...
Hey, that looks like a face.
It does, doesn't it?
Hi!
All right, so all settings from the topology view here, we need to go to the UI, vote UI deployment right here. Copy the URL here. Now we go repository fork in GitHub. And this is the vote UI one. So this is over here now. And then go into settings. Go into settings. I need to go to add webhook. And I need to add a webhook. I will use my password. And then paste in the URL field. Paste. Secret token blank already filled in the URL. That does not seem like a secret. Did I do something wrong?
Wait, what did we do?
Deployment routes section, copy the URL. Deployments URL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you've copied, you go to the creating a webhook. Next screen, you can leave the secret token blank. The secret is already in the URL and does not need to be in the payload. It just doesn't seem like there's a secret there. All right, well, let's keep going, I guess. JSON, and then just a push event, and then add. Okay. Update the trigger template.
Update the trigger template.
That is
OC edit. It
Yep.
tells you right there.
Yep. Let's see edit. What? Spec. Oh, image name.
It's not there at all. No, it's just not there. Go back to the doc.
Maybe we need to add it.
You must need to just add it.
Yeah. It's under Git revision. Yeah. Looks like we just need to add it. Image. Name. Value.
Quay.io/awesome/
This is the
whatever it is.
you vote UI. So vote UI, right?
Sure.
Pretty sure that's the right one. Yep, that's the right one.
Works for me.
It has been edited. Do some changes to the source code and verify the part pipeline starts. So let's first of all make sure that we got a green checkbox over here, which we do. So then we can come.
Where's the green checkbox?
Right there.
Oh yeah.
We succeeded in talking to it. So we can probably just go in here and be bad. Come over to pipelines here. And there we go. So we can just go in. Where did I put it? What? Oh, here we
What
go.
are you looking for? GitHub.
This one. So we'll just go ahead and edit this. This is an edit. And then commit to master. There we did. It worked.
Oh, there it is.
Not bad. Not bad.
Oof.
All right. So we successfully got there. So now we have a working pipeline that builds our containers using build on OpenShift and actually pushes. Well, actually, hold on. Let's wait till it finishes. See that it comes back up to.
No, that's for the UI. Do we need to do the same for API?
I don't know yet. We'll find out in a second.
Right.
But I'm curious to see this actually push up to the when this is done. I know it's going to take us a second to watch it, but it shouldn't be too long.
Well, you just go to the logs, and that way you'll see when it's trying to push.
I guess it's true.
I just saw that animation again. Makes me laugh.
Yep. Because if this pushes correctly too, that means the I mean, one thing I've always had trouble with is the secrets.
You're a
getting the
secret.
I know, getting the secrets all to map up correctly. It's challenging. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so we put I guess we gave the push secret to the service account in the pipelines namespace. So basically, Tekton has access to push to that.
I think so. Paul, do you mind answering Lost Algorithms question right there?
It's weird that the webhook thing worked. It sure wants a webhook URI from the project's GitHub settings instead of that route. Wait, did it?
Yeah.
No, because we were giving a webhook to GitHub. So GitHub has the webhook to tell Tekton when to build. So it's GitHub telling us when there's a change. It's not us pinging GitHub waiting for a change. And so we had to tell that was what we did, right?
One more time.
We gave the route URL to GitHub, right? And told
Correct.
it to tell us when it changes.
Yes. There's a webhook from GitHub that tickles our server.
Tickles.
Yeah. Our cluster. And then whenever a change has happened on the GitHub side, if we've done like a git push or whatever, and then it rebuilds it and then pushes it just like it did here successfully into Quay, that we can pull it down now we're going to talk. We're probably going to do this again for the API, and then we're going to hook ArgoCD up to this this part of the cluster, no longer GitHub. So as a developer, my only interface is GitHub. ArgoCD takes care of the ownership of manipulating the containers on the production side, right?
Yeah, sounds right.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so
yeah, and I think there are Tekton settings to poll as well as be pushed, and I guess for this demo, he chose to go for the GitHub talking to us direction, push versus pull, whatever. Cool. ArgoCD for dev projects. Wait,
yes,
what?
So looks like Natalia has a repo already created with all the stuff we need inside of it, which is great. And we need to check out the branch of this right here. So let's go ahead and go to here. And then there we go. We're on develop now.
Oh, okay. So this is the actual app itself. So we've been dealing with the images. So when there's changes to the source code to the images, now we're doing the application itself. So this is what's going to create the deployments and the services and the routes.
Yes, that Argo's that Argo's going to own for us. Argo's going to take care of all that stuff for us.
Yep.
Okay, so this is something we're going to have to probably change, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not doing that anymore. But
so if you edit,
where is it? Argo. Here we go.
Argo vote app dev.
Yep. Argo vote app dev, and then this repo URL. We have that, right?
Yeah. JJ Asgar.
Yep. Just on my own sanity's sake. Make sure it's.
Did you spell your name right?
We do not have that. We never checked this one out. We'll clone this one.
Well, you should do that.
You think so? Okay. Or not. My gut says no.
Yeah, you should. So he's not telling you to, but I would do it anyway. I would jump into that repo.
That's the repo that we're working from. It's the same repo. It's the one with the... Yeah.
Yeah. You just haven't forked it.
Yeah.
All right.
Done all this. All that. Wait. We haven't done that far. Demo flow. Here we go. So we had to change all that, push all that stuff, triggered how we wanted it to, got the webhook up and running, done the quality scan. Okay, now we're doing this one. Okay. So now if I go into that, now I just need to OC apply it. God, I need to get used to using that. All right. OC apply. There we go. So that means if we come over, here's my ArgoCD window. This one. We should have stuff here. There we go. So now we have a application here called Vote App Dev ArgoCD, and it is, if you notice here, it is syncing. I'll make this a little bit bigger.
Can't you click on it and actually see it?
Keeping your
logic.
There we go.
I mean, you could zoom in the old way, or you could just click on it.
I mean, if I don't zoom it in, it's that big. It's not good. So we'll let this finish here, and then we'll figure out what the next step is. We want this to be synced before we go any farther.
So go back to the application YAML we just deployed. All right, so that's pointing at the Kate's directory of that repo. So what is in the Kate's directory? Okay, so it's a fairly standard deployment service. Yep, cool. Good enough.
So we should be able to see now also.
Yeah, did it say what
Apologies.
namespace? Is it still the VoteCI namespace?
No.
Again, if it's in the
Project of default.
No.
No?
You're looking at destination, not project.
Oh, vote app dev. There we go. We're still waiting for it to come up. Still syncing. So.
Yeah, but why is it? Yeah, look, it's saying one or more objects failed to apply.
Ooh. That's not good.
So can you click on one of them and see what it says? For some reason, there's nothing in the live manifest.
Yeah. Click on more.
Interesting. Sure. Or didn't tell you anything?
Oh. Service forbidden user. It's a permission problem again.
Aha.
So did we miss our permissions?
Okay, so it needs permission to do stuff. So we need to do, is it OCADM policy? Add cluster role to user. And we want -z. And then we want, can you paste in the user system service account OpenShift blah 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 controller?
That work?
I think so.
Yeah, that looks right. Should only be used as short form.
I think that does it. So I think we just added the cluster role cluster admin to GitOps, which probably isn't ideal, but it's hopefully good enough.
There we go. It just
that
was good. Do you want to?
Dude, how is that from memory?
That's pretty good. We really should put that PR in because we missed that somewhere.
That's I would say that's I bet a change in the GitOps operator from 1 to 112. But I'll definitely mention it to Natalie. Actually, do you want to grab while it's there? Do you want to see if you can get back to that error and paste the error to me. No, the error was in the console.
Oh, I might have lost it. Hang on. Yeah, I think I lost it.
You can't click on that and get the history of it?
No.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Oh, and here we go. Here is our app up and running. We need to verify the app deployment, which we have. We now have this. Access the app for the UI. Just really click on this. Cat vs. dog. I'm going to vote for... That cat looks a lot like a wolf.
Oh, what's that? Oh my God, that's a really long URL. Do you want to make a real quick, short, tiny URL for that?
Sure.
Or just copy that into chat, actually.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, everyone vote. Everyone vote. Oh, you can only vote once?
Yeah, but you can change your vote.
Yeah. All right. Is there a vote counter, or do you just see what you voted for?
I think you just see what you voted for.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. All right. So
Well, that
now,
was worth an hour of my time. I can now vote for a cat.
Yay. All right. So edit the source code of CRW by clicking the icon on the right of the UI. Edit the source code.
Oh, stop.
Hmm.
Stop. Get out of here.
What?
Is this real? That's all we have to do to get to this?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And we'll be able to actually just, I guess it'll just work with GitHub and
I think so because we
do
already
pushes and pulls and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what's going to happen.
Huh.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Or not.
Ooh. Try shift refresh.
Please try shift and refresh.
Thinking about it.
Cross your fingers, cross your toes.
Nope.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then I'm going to come over here and click on that one again. Ooh, this isn't good.
Well, it was great while it lasted.
It's doing real well too. Okay, so let's just skip this part. We can always come back to that. We're getting real close to the end here too, which is good.
Right.
So we actually need to deploy the production version of this. So let's go ahead and look in the prod. We actually are going to do this by hand, which is pretty cool. So we're going to come over here and do under general. Where's general? From the homepage, hit the new app. Under general, we're going to call vote app prod. The project is going to be default, and policy is automatic. And we want that to be true and true. And we want to auto create namespace. Under the source section, we want to do I'm assuming ours, not his. Right?
Yeah. And there you go. You can send him a pull request to correct his spelling of repository.
Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and go to
JJ Asgar.
And then we are going to do revision of main.
Main. Path of Kate's.
Right.
Destination
is that. We're going to do
vote app Prod.
And we're going to hit create. You're not going to touch any of the other things here? Nope. And create. Permission denied. I'm going to create application.
Do you want to just copy and paste that into something in case it tells us more with the cutoff text?
Oh, did I spell prod wrong? No. What app prod? Oh, maybe probe? Prod? Try that. Create. Nope.
I bet it's similar to what we had before, where whatever user this is running as, it is unable to make changes to Kubernetes. So do you know what namespace this app is running in? ArgoCD?
ArgoCD is running in...
if you do a OC get routes, we should see... What's the actual URL? GitOps.
GitOps, yeah. OpenShift GitOps.
Is that the namespace?
And safe bet right there.
Odds.
That looks right, yeah.
SA. And let's look at what was the application controller. Let's do that for server. Now rerun that.
According to the lost algorithm, ArgoCD is automatically installed on the cluster in the OpenShift GitOps namespace. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, you are correct.
We just did it the hard way instead of reading the docs.
Why read documentation when you can just like hit your cluster with a hammer?
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. What is it called? JEB, Justified Electronics Bashing?
If you say so.
Oh, that's okay, lost algorithm. We could, as long as you're learning how to do the stuff, that's all that matters. Copy.
I mean, I think most of the stuff we're doing here you could do just with the regular Tekton and ArgoCD. I don't think we're really doing anything OpenShift specific apart from a few of the helper bits like the operator.
Denied.
Denied. OpenShift GitOps server. I mean, that's...
Application create.
Can you go back up? Yeah, scroll up, and can you get to the YAML for it? And can you just copy and paste that and stick it into your shell?
Like in here?
Yeah, just like create a YAML file and
I don't like how that name's blank. It seems
Yeah,
weird.
why is that name blank? Whatever. Whatever.
And try to apply it.
Yeah.
Something right.
Where do we need to do it? Do a kubectl get applications -- all namespaces? Yeah, so we want to create it in the OpenShift GitOps namespace. So do a OC apply -n OpenShift GitOps -f.
That worked.
Now switch back to the GUI.
There it is.
There we go.
And it looks like the permissions are right because things are already starting to come up.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised that I'm genuinely surprised there. So then we should have now a vote app prod.
And we do.
There we do. As you notice, the Che buttons are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because we shouldn't be deploying, or we shouldn't be editing anything in prod, right?
How does it know that?
Probably something we did something. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I edit code in prod all the time.
Yeah.
It's called PHP.
Nice. Dev.
Ooh.
There we go.
Hey, will it let you use that now? Maybe it's been long enough. Whatever was broken is fixed. Fingers crossed, toes crossed.
Nope.
Wah, wah.
Almost perfect.
Oh, well.
Almost perfect. All right, so let's take a quick second to look at this now. This is the very end of it. The prod environment is using sync waves, which means Kubernetes manifests in the main branch are annotated with the sync waves in order to manifest deployment. Metadata annotations, sync wave of 0. If we go back
so that's probably it's probably a priority order, so it tells it which manifest to do in order.
That's what I smell also, my friend. So if we clicked on the prod, come back to the prod here, API service,
UI deployment, API deployment, UI route, yep.
Okay. Change the vote UI replicas to 2 from the optional OpenShift console. So VI the U to details 2. Come back over here. You should see. Wait, hold on. That was in. Is that in prod or dev? Did I do that? I did in dev. So
Champion.
we should be looking at.
Let's go back and do it in prod.
Oh, it's progressive.
Oh, yeah, you can see it data syncing. Yeah. Yep. There we go.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Yes. So let this finish real quick just to be on the safe side. And then we can make a change to the GitHub, change the deployment YAML to replicas 2, create a PR, merge into main, and it should do exactly what we want it to.
Yeah, so let's do it.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's wait for this to finish.
No, because we're working with prod, not dev.
Oh, good point.
So they can happen side by side.
All right. App.
GitHub.com/JJAsgar/ whatever the hell it is.
This is the UI one. So this one.
I know. I think it's the Vote app GitOps, isn't it?
UI deployment. Yep.
UI deployment. Edit.
Edit. And replicas to UI deployment to replicas to
Set it to 3. Live dangerously, son.
3. All right. Nothing's crazy off the bat. Nope. So then we'll go ahead and create a new branch.
Oh, hang on.
Huh. What?
Go back. Scroll up. What's that image?
Oh, good call.
Yeah, so in theory, we should have gone back and edited the images for all of these, but that's all right.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter because we didn't make any real changes.
All right. Propose change. Create pull request.
You should have just pushed it straight to master.
I'm being good. We're going to have 30 replicas, and we're going to pull the newest
30 replicas. You're bananas, sir.
All right. I did not DCO it, but that's fine. There we go. And now we should see here on production, it just starts spitting out a bunch of these things. On production, we should see this thing spitting out a bunch of things.
Click on the, which one did you scale?
UI.
Click on the UI. It's just seeing one still.
We gotta wait for this to do its thing though.
Yeah, but it should have happened automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, there it just happened.
Yep. There we go.
And it's synced.
I just broke it.
Oh, look at all that. Look at it all. Look at it all.
I made it angry.
Oof.
There we go. Oh, that's good stuff. So if we come back over here, there we go. Pods 23. 23 scaling. 15 more.
I feel like this was quite a success, JJ.
I do too. Hey, say thanks, Lost Algorithm. Yeah, we were just wrapping up ourselves. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, see you around. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's the last step. That's it. We've successfully walked through this whole thing. So let me flip over here. All right, Paul. So
hi.
I'm really worried now. That's 2 weeks that we've successfully done something.
2 in a row.
I know, right?
Oh, dude, if we can get to 3 in a row, I don't know what's going to happen. Like the world might end.
Exactly.
We'll create a rift in the space-time continuum.
I do feel much more comfortable with this now. This is really neat.
Yeah.
So, if you're just joining us, this will be up on YouTube here in a little bit. If you've ever been curious about using GitOps and OpenShift kind of coming together. Other than that,
and Tekton.
And Tekton.
All the things.
Yeah.
Man, if we just had a little bit, if we had rubbed a little bit of Istio on it, this would have been like the ultimate demo.
That's true. Yeah, actually, it really would be. This is the right here. This is actually a legit workshop waiting to happen. Which I'm
You're a legit workshop waiting to happen, which I think is what it was. It's being built to. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the idea.
This is really good stuff. So, Natalie, if you're watching, thank you for this. And Paul, you got anything any last things to say?
Last things to say.
Perfect. All right, all. Bye.
Bye.